Alright, hey guys, and welcome back. As this week I'm going to be taking a look at the MOTU Origins Panthor, since I took a look at the MOTU Origins Battle Cat last week. Now, this isn't the Walmart exclusive flocked version, this is just the regular version. You have some nice box art, as always. We have Panthor, Savage Cat, under the Masters of the Universe logo, the New for 21 logo, the modern posing retro play Starburst call out. And then under here we have an awesome Fearless Fighter, removable armor, carries Skeletor into battle. And then we have Panthor looking fantastic. He has those yellow nocturnal eyes, just looking like he's stalking his prey through the Badlands of Eternia, with Skeletor riding on his back, and the little Easter egg call out of Screech in the background, as they're no doubt planning an ambush on Castle Grayskull in this arid kind of desert rocky environment here, with that really cool backdrop of the matching brown sky. So that looks really fantastic. You have some other really great cover art here as well. We have He-Man riding on top of Battle Cat. Teela's riding this really interesting unicorn here with Castle Grayskull in the background. And then you have this skull-like smoke coming from over top of Castle Grayskull, which I believe that was an Easter egg to Scareglow, since he is the spirit of Castle Grayskull. And on the sides, you also have some really cool art as well. You have like these cool like dinosaurs out in the Eternia Badlands. So that kind of almost reminds me of like pre-Eternia. And then on the side, you have this interesting figure here, who I originally thought was the New Adventures of He-Man Sagittar, but I don't know his name off the top of my head, and I'm kind of curious if we'll get a figure for him or not. And an Easter egg call out for Fisto, who should be coming out very soon. And then we'll go ahead and we'll just take a look at the back here, and of course you have some more fantastic cover art on the back. We have Battle Armor Skeletor riding Panthor against Castle Grayskull, with Battle Armor He-Man and Man-at-Arms. Fiercely obedient to Skeletor, Panthor carries his nefarious master into combat. We have the 8-back on the back here with Battle Armor He-Man, She-Ra, Roboto, Battle Armor Skeletor, Merman, Zodak, Battle Cat, and Panthor. And of course the call out on how to remove and attach Panthor's battle armor and how you can pose him into different positions. So now that we've taken a look at the box, let's open him up, get him out, and we'll do a side-by-side comparison, and let's take a look at the actual figure. Alright, so now let's check out Panthor up close and personal. I've got him in kind of his base form here without his armor on, so I wanted to take a look at him like this first. Now again, I really wish this was the flocked one, just because, I mean, come on, we're all used to the flocked Panthor. But I still think this looks good. I actually think it looks a little bit better than Battle Cat, because the colors seem to be more on point, or they're just using a better purple. There's not really too much different with this and the Battle Cat figure. You know, you still have the tail that rotates all the way around. You still have the posability on the feet, you know, at the little elbows and stuff, which, again, that doesn't really help because you can't pose the figure in as many ways as you would think. The head, of course, you can move that around a lot, you know, which looks really good. You can move the mouth. The eyes look very nice. I think they look really good. I don't know if you can get him in like maybe a crouching position. I never tried that before. Yeah, see, his front paws on either of them, they don't do that. So I guess I don't get what the like, what positions are you supposed to be able to actually pose him in? I guess that's my main question. I know I kind of gave up a little quickly last week with Battle Cat, but I just don't really see too much, if any, positions that you can really pose him in. It makes him a little bit smaller, I guess, but I still have a lot of issues with the sizing of this figure. I think they're way too big, and they're just very disproportionate to the whole line. And even if you're comparing it to the vintage, which I know you really shouldn't, because Origins is its own thing, but, you know, can't be helped, you're gonna. So now let's check out his armor. We'll put his armor on him here. And the armor looks fine. I mean, it's the same as we saw with Battle Cat, so nothing different there. So let's just put that over top. And then we'll just lock that into place. Now, this clip did give me a little bit of trouble before, so I don't know if this is just a defective... Oh, there we go. That actually went in pretty nice. And so he doesn't look bad. I mean, he's big, but overall, he still looks good. I mean, this is definitely Panthor. I still just think that the large size, it doesn't make these guys, like with Battle Cat and stuff, they don't look as sleek as they could be. And that kind of irritates me. So anyway, now let's, real quick, we'll do a side-by-side comparison with him and Skeletor, and with the vintage Panthor and Skeletor. Alright guys, so now let's take a side-by-side look at these two figures, the newer Origins and the original Vintage. Now of course there's some major differences you can notice right off the bat. Number one, this is obviously smaller and the flocked version. Like I said before, this is just the standard version. Number two, just the overall size. It is absolutely ridiculous. This stands at about almost 8 inches tall. It's probably a good another almost inch longer, so it's probably about 6 to 7 inches in length, so it just makes it unbelievably gigantic. It's so big, I can barely fit it into frame here, which is another pain that I really don't like, because I just don't think that these figures, while the figures are the right size, but like the Battle Cat and Panthor, they don't make any sense whatsoever, and there's no reason for them to be this huge. You can take a look at the original Panthor, and well, it's a little bit hard to get him into frame here. He just looks more sleek in that pose. He just looks like he's more ready for battle. Of course, some of the paint details have worn away over the years, but he just looks like more what you would expect of like a jungle cat, you know, of a steed, of a mount that either, you know, Skeletor or AKA Battle Cat, you know, that He-Man would use going into battle. This just looks crazy. I mean, the eyes, the mouth, like it looks like he's having a flashback. Like the face doesn't really look right, you know. It looks very bizarre right off the get-go. And I don't know. I just don't know who was in charge of the schematics as far as getting the sizing down right, but I really hope that they don't allow them to be on other projects with the MOTU Origins figures or lines, because I just think as far as with Battle Cat and Panthor, they really don't look good. I mean, they're okay to have in your collection, and you need to have them in your collection, but I hope we get a re-release of these figures, because I really am not a fan of either one of them. Like I said, Skeletor on top of Panthor stands almost 8 inches tall, which is just absurd. And just the details on the mane, on the face, it just doesn't look right. It looks goofy. It just looks very, very bizarre. The posability is non-existent, except for maybe moving the tail and the head. Everything else is kind of pointless. So, I mean, they're okay. I would say still get them for your collection, but I think they could do better. So anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this MOTU Origins look at Panthor. I hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at this figure with me today, and I will see you back here next time for another MOTU Origins review. Take care. Hey guys, if you liked the video that you just watched, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, and you can follow me at Facebook at King of Retro or Twitter at #8ByteBrian. See you next time.